My friends, it's George Ira Carroll, and Adventures in Transformation continues. Can you hear it? Some bird. He's saying, "Hey, what's going on? Hey, George, happy adventures to you." But I wanted to take a moment. I'm about 30 minutes outside of Sedona right now, and as I was driving through these beautiful mountains, as you can see in the background, just the mist and the fog and the beauty, and I'm looking over here at some of the trees and seeing the dew that is developing as a result of the chill and the moisture in the air. And as I'm standing here on this gorgeous planet that we get to live on, as I'm sitting here, just breathing this oxygen in, this rich oxygen in, and as I think about the combination of elements that had to come together in order for human beings to even survive on this planet, I'm reminded of the perfection that exists in every single moment, and I know that we take a week out of the year roughly for Thanksgiving to be grateful, but as my friend Doug Gertner, the Grateful Dad, says, why not live in a state of gratitude? Why not live in a state of appreciation? Why not be grateful all the time and make that, one of the foundational elements of our own lives? I remember when I first started my business, I had gotten to the point where I had minimized my life into 300 square feet, in a studio apartment, and I was operating at such lack and scarcity. And I created an experience for myself, that where bed bugs came in and basically infested my entire, living space, and everything that I pretty much owned went bye-bye. Anything that had bed bugs in it went bye-bye. My bed, my rug, my couches, anything that I owned at the time, they went bye-bye. And I had to begin asking some new questions about what the hell happened. What am I missing here? And even though we don't have to go through struggle to gain awareness, a lot of times that's what we create ourselves for ourselves, to have the awareness that we've been asking for. And at that time, I remember what I was asking for was more gratitude and more appreciation in my life. And even though I didn't have to go through the struggle, that's sort of what happened. And even when I teach people to learn to master their purpose stories, the struggles that we go through give us gifts of awareness. And those gifts of awareness can empower our lives if we choose it. And it's an opportunity for us to take a look at our lives and say, what struggles have I been through that have actually been gifts in my life? So as I'm sitting here with you and just kind of like being totally raw and open in the space of adventure and taking a look at my life, I'm just wickedly grateful for you and wickedly grateful for this beautiful planet, wickedly grateful for this life that we get to live. And just wanted to say thank you really quick, before I head into Sedona and before the sun goes down, and for us to take a moment and connect with each other, and maybe for you to connect with the person that's in your space right now, and maybe an opportunity for you to connect with this beautiful earth that we live on. And I'll leave you with a quote, and even really more than a quote, but a concept that I learned from Joe Dispenza, who's an amazing neurophysiologist. He was in that documentary, What the Bleep Do We Know? And he said that what we've discovered about brain science is that with every new experience, your brain changes. With every new experience, your brain changes. And it's fascinating, because we as human beings at times tend to reach for familiarity, tend to reach for comfort. We tend to reach for things that we're certain of as a way to latch on and hold on to control. And when is now a good time to let go of control and really just dance with the moment, the beautiful moment, the gift of each moment that we have, and allow ourselves really to live an adventure versus live a comfortable life. Because we can choose to live comfortably, or we can choose to live in the adventure of the unknown, which calls for more of us to show up in life. And so it's an amazing time of transformation and awakening, and I'm grateful to be on this journey with you and this adventure with you. And question I want to ask you before I leave here is what adventure is calling you? What is it in your life that maybe has become so familiar, so certain, so comfortable that it's time to shake things up a little bit? Because we all know that there's a part of us that's always constantly expanding, And then there are certain parts of us that we learn to take on comfort patterns, that we reach for comfort. And what we'll do some crazy shit. We'll invent some crazy shit in our lives in order to shake those things up so that we can continue to expand. You know, I don't know if whether it's a relationship for you, a business for you, whatever it might be for you, we'll always find ways to shake things up if they get too familiar. So instead of waiting for us to get the universal 2x4 in the back of the head saying, it's time to shake shit up, why not choose it consistently and live the adventure called life? So my friends, I'm going to let you go now, but just wanted to say hi and wanted to say thank you for being on this adventure with me, and that I appreciate you, and that I look forward to sharing more of my adventure, and I look forward to seeing your adventure as well. So take good care, and I'm sure I'll see you real soon.